Hey, how's it going?
Okay.
Oh, I gotta turn my speaker on. Hang on.
Hi there.
All right, say something to me now.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good. I don't have to wear my earplugs.
All right. Excuse me. We're going to talk about signals today, but first I want to start out with a challenge of the month. The great thing about those is we can do those weekly because there's so many in the history. So let's look at this hand in this auction here. So three passes, and then South opens a heart. West doubles. North bids two hearts. East says two spades, and South bids four hearts. So what do we think about the auction here?
It looks pretty straightforward.
I think so. One of the
Diamonds
things,
are obviously going to be a problem, but
oh, do we have a problem in one of the suits here?
diamonds.
And we do. And I have it off here, but Wesley is the king of diamonds. And then they wind up cashing three diamonds, and then they exit with the East exits with the nine of spades. So we're going to lose three diamond tricks. We're not going to lose any hearts. We're not going to lose any clubs, but we could easily lose a spade if West has the king of spades.
Now, how did they exit, you said? With the spade?
East on our right exited with the nine of spades.
Nine.
So they kind of put us to
Got
the
a
test
free,
here.
got a
Uh,
free finesse, sort
What's
of.
that?
Got a free finesse, sort of.
It's not a free
Good
finesse.
chance to go down.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
um, the nine of spades was led from over here.
Okay, yeah, all right, sorry. I'm always on the wrong side.
Yeah, so an unfree finesse. So finesse is normally 50-50. Um, Let me show the rest of the stuff. It said West leads the king of diamonds, and West folded with the low diamond. East wins the ace and cashes the jack of spades. So West had the ace and jack of diamonds, and East had ace and jack, and West had the king, queen. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So who do we think has the king of spades? Is it a 50-50 guess?
Uh,
Well, West doubled, so he has at least four spades.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but there's
probably
nine
four
spades
spades.
out, and
Yeah.
East bid two spades, so chances are East has five spades and West has four.
But West has the points.
West has the points, and so how many points does West have in diamonds?
4, 5, 6.
They led the king, but East turned up with ace jack. So
Oh, the
West,
ace jack. Okay.
Five.
so they had 5 points, the king and the queen. And how many points do they have in hearts?
None.
And what's the most they could have in clubs?
Queen.
Two.
Two,
Two.
because we've got ace king jack. So they could have 5 points in diamonds and two in clubs is seven. So for them to be able to make a takeout double, even as a passed hand, they have to have the king of spades.
Hmm.
So that's our first thing, is we should not play the queen of spades here. If we do, we're going to go down before we even get in.
Mhm.
But if we don't play the queen, we're faced with a queen, spade loser. And so
We
one way
gotta
we can try and
you
get rid of
gotta
our
dump the
loser
queen
is
on something.
pitch it on a club is the only thing we could pitch it on. So we could go to dummy with the trump and then lead a low club to the jack and do a finesse. And if that works, we can then cash the ace of clubs, finish drawing trump, and play the king of clubs and throw our spade loser away.
Mhm.
But what's the chance that the club finesse is going to work?
50-50.
It would be, except for the double.
No.
If
Yeah,
they've got
the
the
points are in
king of
West.
spades and they've
Mhm.
got 5 points in diamonds, that's only 8. They really need that queen of clubs to give them enough points for a double. So chances are West has the king of spades and the queen of clubs. So is there any other way to get a pitch without doing the finesse?
Ace, king of clubs, rough 2 clubs as you're drawing trump.
That's right. How many clubs does the defenders have?
Um,
6, 7, 6.
they have 6, so it's probably 4-2.
Probably 4-2. And who's probably got the 4?
East.
Probably West, because they're the doubler.
Well, they have everything then. East has nothing.
Well, East had the ace and queen, ace and jack of diamonds, which
Okay.
is about as much as we would
Yeah.
expect them to have. Because they have 15 high card points between them. And so that would be 10 for the doubler in West and the 5 that we've seen from East. So let's look here. And when we when we do that roughing the clubs, we may want to rough high, because that'll let us use our low trumps to get back to dummy and not worry about getting over rough, just in case clubs aren't the way we expect. So here's here's what the hands actually look like. And so here are the 10 high card points in the West hand, including the king of spades and the queen of clubs. Here is the 4-2 club break with West having the 4. It's the 5-4 spade break with East having the 5. So all of these you can kind of envision from the auction, and the start of diamonds where East plays the ace jack of diamonds. It kind of gives everything else away. So we should go up with the ace of spades at trick 4, and then ace of clubs, a low club to the king, rough a club with the ace, go back to the 10 of hearts, rough a club with the king, go back with the jack of hearts, and draw the last trump. And then we have the 6 of clubs established for the spade pitch. Does that make sense?
Yeah, after we figured all out, sure.
I just keep thinking of Vicky's comment from long ago. That's a lot of thinking to do.
That is a lot of thinking to do, but the basic elements are there. There's really 2 main things you're thinking about. You should be thinking about West was a passed hand, but they doubled. So they probably have around 10 high card points. And when you think that they have 15 high card points between them and each shows up with the ace jack at tricks 1 and 2, that's not too hard to place West with the rest of the high card points. Once you do that's the biggest problem, is figure that those missing honors are in the West.
But
And
the other thing is the clubs. You got to figure out who's got, say, he's got queen 10, 9, 7. That doesn't give you a whole lot.
but it doesn't matter how high they are, so long as they're 4-2.
Yeah.
Take the ace and king, that's 2 of them, and you rough twice, that's the other 2. The last club is good, even if it was just the 3 that you kept. right?
But you also have to realize that you need to get back to that board. I mean, that's the
That's
hard.
right, and that's where your Queen Jack 10 of hearts is golden there. And so one of the big things you cannot do is just draw a trump and then start looking for your 10th trick.
Yeah.
You got to realize you need to be roughing out clubs at the same time that you're drawing trump and using. That's a common kind of a scenario for declare where you have to use dummies trumps for transportation also. So you often need to be doing something else while you're drawing trump to take advantage of that transportation. Most often that is roughing out dummies long suit. And this is a highly likely plan to work also. It just needs the hearts not to be 4-0.
5-0.
Or yeah, well, no, for them
Well,
they've only got 4
oh, the
hearts.
hearts to be, yeah.
And the clubs not to be 5-1, and they probably aren't with the double there, although could have been. Okay,
Mm-hmm. That's good.
so yeah, and let's look at our defensive signals here. And remember this one, these lessons are using standard signals.
Mm.
And so we're talking attitude, count, and suit preference. And the standard signals attitude is a high card encourages and a low card discourages. Count, high card shows a odd number, a low card shows an even number. And a suit preference, high card asks for the higher ranking suit, and a low card asks for a lower ranking suit. And so the first question I have is, how can a high card show be encouraging and an even number and a higher ranking suit? How can it show all three of those?
Different leads.
Different leads and even a more different context, right?
Yeah.
Who's leading is part of that context. And what does dummy have, for instance, is another part of that context.
Mhm.
I remember reading somebody said they played a long time ago with Bob Hammond as a one-time thing when they were a very new bridge player. Bob Hammond's one of the longtime superstars of the game. He's still around. And he asked Bob Hammond, what kind of signals are we going to use? And he says, well, I'll always signal what you need to know. I'll signal what you're looking for. Whatever it is you want to know, that's what my signal is going to be. And that's the way it's intended to be. You're supposed to signal what it is that you think partner likely wants. Okay? And we have some guidelines for that to help us with that. And so kind of skipping ahead, when partner leads a suit, we normally give an attitude signal. Because if partner's leading their strong suit, they kind of like to know, do we have corresponding strength in that same suit? And so that's what we're doing. But when declare leads a suit, declare is normally leading their strong suit. And we don't need to tell partner how our strength is in that suit. It's more useful to tell partner how many cards we have in that suit. So when declare leads or when dummy leads a suit, we normally will give a count signal. If it is obvious that there's no reason to continue a suit, if partner's led and they can't continue it, we can give a suit preference because we know partner is going to have to switch suits. So when we know partner is going to have to switch suits, we prefer to give a suit preference signal saying, well, here's the suit we would prefer you to switch to.
Mhm.
And so here, no trump contract. Let's say partner leads the 5, and they go up. Declare goes up with dummy's ace. What card should we play here from the east hand?
You're
Playing upside
signaling
down
count?
or
You're signaling count?
We're not going to do count because partner
attitude?
led to this.
Oh, no, attitude. So well, I guess you do high.
Right. For standard
Yeah.
signals, we would play the 9 here to encourage. If we're playing upside down attitude, we'd play the 3 to encourage.
Yeah, that's what I do. We do.
Right. But the point is with 3 cards in the suit and a king, we'll go ahead and play low and plan on when either of us gets in next time, we'll play our king on the second round and the 9 to get back to partner to try and run the suit at that point. But we do an attitude signal when partner leads. And here, the 5 is led. When they play low, what should we play?
Is this the second lead?
This is the first trick again.
What was the first trick?
Well, you don't want them to lead
The
it.
three.
Well, I would play the high because I don't want them to lead it again.
Well, let's say
Right.
you're playing standard signals.
Oh, well, then you have to lead low, I guess.
So if you
Standard.
play the 3, what's Declare going to play?
A 6.
They're gonna.
6. Right.
Oh,
Mm.
And
Yeah.
so if it goes 5 and 4, it doesn't matter what your signals are. You have to play third hand high to try to beat dummy. So that takes priority over sending a message. We can send messages with our cards when we're going to play a little card, and then we have our choice of little cards. Then we can signal. But if we need to try and play third hand high to beat dummy, then we don't have a chance to make a attitude signal.
Mm.
How about here? The 5 and let's see, the Declare plays the ace. And if you're playing standard signals, what would you play?
8.
8. 8.
Third, no, high.
8.
You play the 9?
Well, standard signals, we play the 8. We want to discourage, so we play our lowest spot card. So we don't have anything.
I thought that was upside down. What?
Upside down, a 9, the high card would discourage. So if you're playing upside down signals, you'd play the 9 here to discourage.
Okay, this is really confusing me because
Well, you guys should be much stronger about standard signals because a lot of your opponents, well, not a lot, but some of your opponents will be playing standard signals, and you want to be able to read their signals when you're declaring. So, but the point of this one is if you're playing standard signals, the 8 is your card, and partner is not going to think that it's a discouraging card because it's such a high spot card. But if you can see the 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 between your hand and dummy, partner might realize that your 8 is actually your lowest card.
Especially when Declare puts the 6 on.
If Declare puts the 6 on it for sure, but if you play the 8, they're going to go up with their jack here.
Yeah.
Oh no, they played their ace. Yeah, that's
They
right.
played the ace, yeah.
So when they play the 6, then you'll know for sure that the 8 is in fact their lowest card. Okay, so here partner is going to lead the queen. So let me see what this is. And they play a low heart from dummy. And so if we just look at this with the queen led, what do we know about the other honors then?
That
Your partner has
Right.
the jack to lead the queen.
Right. Partner has the jack if they're leading the queen. Who's got the king?
Declare.
Declare. Yeah.
And who's got the 9?
Um,
If it's a no trump contract, you need 3 in a row or 3 out of 4 in a row to do an honor lead. So if they lead the queen, it's going to be queen jack 10 or queen jack 9. And it's not queen jack 10 because we have the 10. So presumably partner has the 9 also.
mm,
So should we encourage or discourage here?
discourage.
encourage.
Encourage, because if partner's got the queen jack 9, our 10 is plugs a hole in their sequence, right? So we want to let them know that to keep leading that suit and eventually it'll be good.
Mm,
So here's the whole thing here.
What's the
If we
contract?
discourage,
Was the contract
partner's
real?
going to think that declare has the 10, and they'll be
Was
afraid to
con-
lead the suit.
What was the contract?
No trump.
Okay.
If it was a suit contract, partner might have only the queen jack because you only need 2 touching honors. But in a no trump contract, you need 3 in a row or 3 out of 4. And so it's got to be queen jack 9 if we've got the 10. And so you see how the 10 fills in that sequence. And so between the 2 hands, we know we have a 4 cards in a row. And we should keep at this, even though declare has the ace and king. We'll eventually set up 2 tricks for our side. All right. You're defending against no trump and your partner leads the king. The 3 is played from dummy. Do you want to encourage or discourage?
Encourage.
We should encourage. And what is partners holding in the suit?
King,
probably.
queen, and another.
King,
Jack or
queen,
10.
jack, or king, queen, 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, we'll encourage on this one. On this one here, we encourage or discourage.
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 We'll discourage. We
And
don't want partner to think that we have the jack in case it's king, queen, 10 that they're leading from.
so you're playing the 6?
If you're playing upside down signals, I would play the 6.
Okay.
Does that make sense, Dodie?
Yeah, it does, but I'm sorry, I can't get my head around this. 2 different signaling here.
Well, I'm just saying if it's your signals, if it's your type of signals, if this was you playing, you should play the 6
Mhm.
to discourage.
Right. I gotta get I don't know why I can't do it, but I can't get standard out of my head now.
That's good.
If you're playing standard signals, you play the 2. You
Yeah.
just okay. Here, partner leads the king, dummy plays the 3. Do we want to encourage or discourage?
Encourage.
Encourage.
And why is that? What does partner have?
King, queen, and something.
10.
King, queen, and 10, not just something, but the king, queen, 10. Because it has to be 3 out of 4 in a row because it's not king, queen, jack. So that means our jack makes it 4 in a row that we have. So yeah, we want to encourage.
So you play the 7.
Play the
If you were
jack.
playing standard signals, you would play the 7. That's right.
You don't play the jack?
You don't
No,
play
you
the
need the
jack
jack.
because
Is the king.
your signal is saying that you have the jack, but the jack may be needed for a trick taker.
Okay.
If the suit is divided 4 with partner and 4 with declare, then we
Okay.
need to use all 4 of ours to take those 4 tricks. And here, partner leads the king. Are we going to encourage or discourage?
Encourage.
encourage. So if we're playing standard signals, we play the 4. If we're playing upside down, we play the 2. This one here, the king is led. We're going to encourage or discourage.
Discourage.
Right. And here the king is led, and the 3 is played from dummy. What are we going to play?
7.
Ace.
Yeah.
Ace.
Oh. 'Cause
If
you
we
have
play
to
the
decide
7, what's partner going to lead after the king wins?
Queen.
The queen?
Yeah, and you, okay.
And we'll just take the queen with her ace, and we'll be stuck in the wrong hand.
Yeah.
And declare might have the jack even, and so that'll make declare's jack good. So the what you want to envision here is partner has the queen, and let's say they have the 10, and they have a little one, and maybe another little one. And then declare has the jack and 2 little. Is that right? They're going to have one more. 5. Like that. And so if we play the 7 and then partner plays the queen and the ace, declares jack sets up. But if we play the ace on the king and then lead the 7 back through, partner's 10 is going to be good. Right? The jack is in a finesse, a losing finesse position.
But the jack still
The jack
wins
is set
if
up
he holds
eventually.
out.
If we keep taking our tricks, the
Yeah.
jack will eventually set up to be a winner. Although it depends on maybe who's got the 9 or something too. So, but the point is we need to overtake. When you have an honored doubleton, you almost always overtake so that you don't block the suit. All right. So then how do we read these attitude signals? Oh, I see. So here's another point. It says you don't only give attitude signals when you're following suit. You can also give an attitude signal when discarding in another suit. Okay. And you can do that more than once possibly. So one example is if it's a suit contract and declare is drawing trumps, and let's say a partner has 3 trumps and you have 1, you get to make 2 pitches. And those are normally both attitude signals. And so, yeah, here's an example. Suppose declare is taking diamond tricks while you hold this hand. On the second round of diamonds, you have to pitch something. How could you tell partner you like spades? If you're playing standard signals, you would discard the 8 of spades. If you're playing upside down signals, you would discard the 2 of spades. So your first discard is an attitude signal. If you had a second attitude signal, if they on the third diamond, you could do another one. You could throw away the 9 of clubs if you're playing upside down, or the 7 if you're playing standard, saying, I don't like clubs. I told you I like spades, but now I'm telling you I don't like clubs. And if you get another one, you could say, I don't like hearts. So, you could tell about all these different suits if they're taking a whole bunch of diamonds. And so partners should get a pretty good where your high cards are then. Yeah, and so what they're also saying here, suppose this is no trump, and while you could discard the 8 of spades to say you like spades, and then the 2 to clarify, maybe you want to keep all your spades because you're hoping to run them. So then you would discourage in hearts and you would discourage in clubs and not touch spades at all. But it'll be obvious to partner that's the suit that you want, even though you're not discarding that suit. You're protecting your length in it and saying no to the round ones. And I'm out of diamonds, so it has to be spades. So here's the example. You're defending a no trump contract, and you lead the Queen of Diamonds here. And let's say declare wins the first trick in dummy and partner plays the 3 of diamonds. This is standard signals. What would you think is the diamond situation then?
Oh, say that again.
So
He
we
take-
lead, we're
they-
no trump contract and we lead the queen of diamonds.
And they take it with the ace.
They take it with the ace and partner plays the 3.
The 3.
Yeah,
So it's
Discouraging.
standard.
standard.
So he wants,
Doesn't like it.
wait a
He
minute.
doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it. That's right. Okay, yeah, he doesn't
So he
like it.
doesn't have the king.
So he does not have the king of diamonds. That's really what you're going to get out of that message. Declare has the king of diamonds. Now, whether or not you choose to continue diamonds, you may still choose to do that, but you will do that knowing that declare has the king. Okay. Now, if instead declare wins the first trick and dummy and partner plays the 8 of diamonds, what do we think now?
That he likes it.
He likes it, so what does he probably have?
The king.
King.
The ace.
No, the ace is in the dummy.
Oh, the diamond. Right. Yeah.
He probably
Okay.
has the king and and at least one more diamond.
That's right. He must have started with the king of diamonds and at least 2 because otherwise he'd be unblocking right now. And so if we get in again, we might lead the 5 of diamonds. So partner can take their king and then they'll lead back to our jack and 10.
Mhm.
And how about after winning the first trick, declare starts taking clubs and partner discards the 6 of spades on the 3rd round of clubs.
He wants you to lead spades.
Mm-mm.
Well, is that is that an encouraging spade or a discouraging spade?
Wait a minute. 6 is, I guess, discouraging because it's higher.
Well, but what spades can we see in our hand in our dummy?
King 5-4, and dummy has got jack.
3, 2.
2, 3, 5, 4.
We can see the 2, 3, 4, and 5 of spades, so the 6 must be partner's lowest spade.
Okay, yeah, right.
And if we're playing standard signals, that would be discouraging. So what do we think that tells us about the spade suit?
Discouraging.
Who do we think has the ace of spades?
Well, not your partner.
So,
And not dummy, because it's not there, not us.
yeah, declare.
Well,
Where
So we can place declare with the ace of spades now. Okay. And how about after winning the first trick, declare starts taking club tricks. And on the 3rd round of clubs, partner discards the 9 of hearts.
The 9 of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
He wants the heart lead.
yes, he does.
He likes hearts, so what could we imagine that he has?
Hopefully ace queen.
Mhm.
Ace of hearts and maybe the queen of hearts. He's asking us to lead hearts when we get in. Okay.
Mhm.
Now
So
let me
would
ask
you-
another question.
So would you lead the king?
No, that's the dummy. We're over here in this is our hand here.
Yeah, but oh, hearts. I'm sorry. I was looking at spades.
Yeah, no. This time he signaled in hearts with a high heart, encouraging in hearts. So what
I have
heart
a
would we
call-
lead
I
if
have
we get?
A call I have to take.
Yeah. If we do get in and we lead a heart, which heart should we lead?
Hello, I'm okay, thank you.
The 3.
So usually in the middle of a hand, if you start a new suit with a low card, it promises an honor.
Oh,
Oh.
That's the Boston type of leads.
Yeah, that's right.
Bottom of
okay.
something, top of nothing. And so it would be better to lead the 6 or the 8 here.
Okay.
Probably the 6, to deny that you have a heart honor. All right, so it's not always necessary to give an attitude signal. Your partner may already know if you like a suit, or partner may not care. If the declarer is trying to establish a suit, you don't have to tell partner you're not interested in the suit. And you don't also want to tell declarer where the missing high cards are in the suit they're attacking. So instead of giving attitude signals when the declarer leads a suit, we'll give a count signal. So this is the general thing. If there's no point giving an attitude signal in a suit, another important message you can give is the number of cards you hold.
Mhm.
So the most
Mhm.
common case we do that is when the declarer leads to the suit. But there are times where you can do it where a partner leads also. So let me go back and well, we'll go forward here. All right. So here, let's say this is a no trump contract. Dummy has these clubs and does not have an outside entry in the other suits. And declarer starts out with the jack of clubs here. Okay, so which club should we play when the jack of clubs is led by declarer?
Standard, it would be high low, wouldn't it?
What's that?
If it's standard, isn't it high low?
Standard is high card shows an even number.
Mm-hmm.
And so
So
first
the
of
nine.
all, the first thing is we want to give a count signal, not an attitude signal, because it's
Mhm.
declarer's suit. And so then the way to give a count signal is to play our higher spot cards. Say we started with an even number of cards in the suit.
Mhm.
So we would play the 9 here. Does anybody play upside down count signals?
We aren't doing it.
Um,
You don't do count signals at all, right?
No.
Right. So you would do standard if you do that. And so standard count here says play the 9. And so what is partner going to think about it when we play the 9 of clubs? Can we tell how many clubs declare started with?
1 or 3.
How many declarers started with?
Yes. That's really the goal. That's why we
Right.
don't usually care how many partners started with. What we want to know is how many declarers started with. But if we can know if we know partners even or odd, we can normally tell about declare. And one of the things, remember how suits are always odd, 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 even, or even, 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 odd?
Yeah.
So when we see dummy as odd and we're odd, we know this is an odd, 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 even suit.
Mhm.
And so if we know that partner and declare are the opposite of each other. So when partner shows they have an even number, we know that declare has an odd number. Dodie, do you remember talking about that at all?
I think I missed that one. Yeah,
So
I missed a bunch, but
that's
I'm
okay. You're not the only one. And Julie, I think we haven't talked about this either, maybe. But when you have a suit around the table, this one here is 3 odds. Dummy has an odd number, partner has an odd number, declare has an odd number, and we have an even number. So this is a suit that's 3 odds and an even. And if you swapped one of these cards between dummy and partner, you would have a hand that's 3 evens and an odd.
so
But
there
you
would be even.
You can't have 2 evens and 2 odds. The suits will never break that way. Because if you add 2 odd numbers, you get an even, and you'd wind up with an even number then, and the 13 is an odd number.
So say that sequence again, odd, odd, on, even, and then even,
You-
even, odd.
That's right.
Okay,
3 hands are going to be the same as each other, and 1 hand is going to be different.
okay.
And so if we are here and we look at dummy, we say that we have even and dummy is odd,
Partner's odd and declares odd.
or they're both even.
Oh, that's true.
We know that they're the same.
Okay,
And the same thing over here, East says I'm odd and dummy's odd. So I know that declare and partner are different from each other. one of them has to be the even. Once I see two odds, I know it's a three odds and an even. So one of those has to be even. So when partner plays the nine of clubs, declare leads a club and partner plays the nine, I know that partner has the even number and it's declare that has the odd number. And so that's usually in a case like this going to be three. It's going to be either one or three. And where they're trying to set up their suit is not going to be one.
Now I have written in my notes here, count is if you play high to low, then it's odd, and that doesn't.
That's wrong.
Mhm.
That would be upside down count, but I don't think
Okay,
anybody.
so count and attitude are both upside down, they're opposite both ways.
No, what I would say is unless you've decided you're playing upside down count signals, you're actually playing standard count. And in standard count signals, a high card shows an even number.
High cards. Oh.
So
Mm,
do you recommend if you do upside down play, like attitude, that you should still do standard signals,
Yes, it's standard count, we would say.
standard count, but
Yeah,
what
attitude and
about,
count are both kinds of signals, so we would say upside down attitude and standard count.
okay,
So tell me a count again, then. Standard count is high to low is
Starting with a
odd,
high card says you started with an even number.
even. So then it's opposite of what I have written down here.
Yeah, what you have written down would be what we call upside down count, which some people play, but I don't think you guys do.
You don't recommend it.
I don't discourage it, but if you're just learning it, I wouldn't bother.
So, well, I mean, this is minuscule, but so when you're declaring this, you're playing, say you're playing BBO or something, and you're declaring what your count is, you have to make two declarations, upside down for count
Yeah, if
and
somebody asks you what your signals are, you would say what kind of attitude signals you play and what kind of count signals you play.
are there abbreviations for that? Because I see a lot of
Yeah,
abbreviations.
there are. And so UCDA, let me put this up here. Sorry, it is upside down, count, and attitude. That's what people usually say if they do both of them upside down.
Okay, that's easy, but if you do one and
If you do UDA, that says I play upside down attitude, it is implied that you play standard count,
UDA,
upside down attitude. And the other one you can do is SCUDA. Standard count, upside down attitude.
okay,
That's the more explicit version of that.
you put a comma in there.
Nope, just all one word.
wait, so SCUDA means,
Standard count.
Standard count,
standard count.
upside down attitude.
I think this is taxing my
Well, you asked for the abbreviation, so that's
taxing
what
my
the abbreviation.
smarts just a bit.
All right. So, so the point here though is if dummy has all these running clubs but does not have an outside entry, when should partner over here take their ace? Which round of clubs?
Dummy does not have an outside entry?
That's correct.
How do you know that?
Because we can see the other suits in dummy. They've got the 2 and 3 of spades and the 4 of hearts and the 6 of diamonds. But that's what it just said. That's our
Well,
setup.
then you don't want to play that. You want to make them
Third trick.
take it in their hand.
Well, we want to win the third
Oh.
round of clubs with our ace. Our partner should hold up twice is the point. Because if they lead the jack of clubs and partner takes their ace right away, then declarer can get back in one of the other suits and lead a club and run all the clubs in dummy. That makes sense?
So what should partner lead? I mean, what should you lead?
Well, we're not leading. Declare is trying to set up their
Oh,
club.
that's right. Okay.
And so what happens here, Declare leads their jack, we play our 9, and they play the 5 from dummy. What should partner play?
The-
Anything but the ace is the first thing.
Yeah,
You don't want to take the ace now because that's going to let Declare get back to dummy.
right.
And we would normally play the 3 here to show an odd number of clubs to partner. Our low card shows an odd number. And then Declare continues with their 8, the 2, their king. Should we take our ace now?
No.
No, because they still have another.
No,
It-
because they still have another club. Finally, they play the queen and we'll play our ace, but now Declare is out. And so these last 2 clubs have been stranded.
Unless they have another entry to the board.
But then
Which-
we've said that they don't.
Oh, okay.
They don't have another entry. And that's why it's important for us to hold off. Okay. But the thing is, let's imagine this is the arrangement. Now which trick should Declare or should partner win their ace? Should they wait till the 3rd round?
No.
No,
Which round should they take their ace?
second.
Second, because if they take it on the 3rd round, they've given a free trick to Declare that they don't deserve. So when Declare leads the jack here, what card should we play over in the West?
The 9.
The 9 would say we start with an even number.
Oh, odd is low. See, I feel like it's a little confusing for me too, as I would probably rather just do everything upside down so that I'm not going back and forth.
You
Does that
can,
make sense?
but today we're going to say standard counting.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So
we're
we
gonna
should play the
say-
2 to tell partner we have an odd number. And so partner can say odd, 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 even. Declare a star with an even number of clubs. And so that's going to wind up being 2. If it's 4, it doesn't matter. If they have 4 clubs, we can't stop them anyhow. But if it's 2 clubs, we should win the second one. We'll play our 3 saying we had an odd number. And then when they play their 8 to their king, we hop up with the ace right now. And don't let them win a second club trick. So again, it's not so much we care how many clubs partner has. Our decision making is based on how many clubs Declare has. But Declare is not going to give us a count signal to tell us how many they have. So we have to figure out Declare's count based on partner's count and what we can see in our hand in the dummy.
Okay.
It's that easy.
It's that easy.
So here, you're defending a contract of 6 no trump. And Declare starts taking tricks in the club suit, and you have to discard after the. And here, this is an example where partner's going to know that you have no high card points. Because whatever high card points the defense have, partner has them. And so what this is saying is that when Declare starts taking tricks in the club suit, you have to discard after the first round. And so here there's no need to give attitude signals. You don't have to say, I don't like spades, I don't like hearts, and I don't like diamonds. So instead you can tell partner about your length in the suits. So which 2 cards would you discard to give partner a count on the number of spades you hold?
So we're playing standard, right? So
Standard.
Probably the 2 of spades.
The two of spades would say we start with an odd number, which is right.
Yeah.
And then we could play the 7 on our next one if we wanted, just to make it extra clear. If we wanted
On
to
the
say
next,
how many
the seven of
hearts
spades or
on the second
se-
round, on the third, our second, we could discard this on the first discard, and we could discard a higher one on the second, just so the partner knows it wasn't the singleton. If we wanted to show how many hearts we had, what heart would we discard on the second club?
the 8.
The 8, a high one to show an even number. If we want to show how many diamonds, we do the 4
Low one.
to show an odd number. Not for an odd number, we play a low one. Okay. Now interpreting a count signal. So here's the same kind of thing here. We led the 4 of spades against a 3 no trump contract. So first question, how many high card points do we think partner has?
It's, what is it? Oh,
3 no,
9.
should be 9. When they're in a game, usually the defense has 15 high card points. And we have 6, that leaves 9 for partner. At any rate, when we lead the 4 of spades, that knocks off Dummy's ace of spades entry. But Dummy has these threatening diamonds, right? And so after winning the ace of spades at trick 1, Declare switches to the king of diamonds. Should we win that king of diamonds with our
No.
ace?
no.
No, because we want to cut those diamonds off up there. So, on which round should we take the ace of diamonds if partner starts with the 7 of diamonds and then plays the 4 of diamonds?
Mm.
He's got
Partner plays the,
Well, then they have an even number, so you
they
want
have
to
an
take
even
it.
number, so what does Declare have?
Odd.
It's got to be an odd number because we have odd and Dummy has odd. If partner is even, then Declare is odd.
So we take it on the third round.
On the third round because we want to take it on when the Declare is out. Now, what if partner plays the 2 and then the 6?
odd.
Which would mean that that Declare has an even number.
That's right, which is going to be what most likely?
Two.
It's going to be 2 because partner's got at least 3 for their odd number, and we've got 3, that's 6, and Dummy has 5, that's 9. That only leaves 2 for the Declare. So which round of diamonds should we win our ace?
Second.
Second round. Now let's say partner plays the 5 of diamonds on the first round and then discards the 2 of hearts on the second round.
He doesn't want you to lead a heart.
Doesn't want a heart. And how many diamonds does Declare have? It would be, the suit would be 5, 4, 3, 1. If partner had a singleton diamond, then Declare must have 4, and there's no way for us to hold up the ace long enough to cut him off because he's got more. Declare has more diamonds than we do. So we can win our ace of diamonds whenever we want, but we should decide what to play next. And it's not going to be a. It's not going to be a heart. And it's either going to be a spade or a club, depending on what they played it on trick one when we led the spade. Okay. So here, the setup is, this is our hand here, and we're the third hand at trick one. So the dummy's on our right and declares on our left. And hearts is the trump suit, and partner leads the ace of diamonds, presumably from ace king. And it turns out dummy has a singleton diamond. So what diamond should we play out of our 10, 6, and 3? And what kind of message do we want to send with that?
Well, we wanted him to lead spades to go up. So
We want partner to switch to a spade.
Mhm.
And so how can we make that request?
10, the higher suit.
By playing the 10 of diamonds. So we're not showing it here, but imagine that there's a singleton diamond in the dummy. And so partner's going to win their ace, but there's no point continuing diamonds because it'll just get roughed.
Mhm.
And so we know that partner's going to have to switch suits. And they're going to not want to switch to a trump suit. They're not going to play another diamond. So they need to switch to one of the black suits. And we can tell them which one we would prefer they switch to by the size of the card we follow to on trick one.
Mhm.
If we play the 3 of diamonds at trick one, that says we want you to switch to a club. If we play the 10 of diamonds at trick one, it says we want you to play a spade. And that's our suit preference signal. And we use a suit preference signal when there's no point in showing attitude and no point in showing count. And because we know partner has to switch suits immediately, we can give input as to which suit we want them to switch to. So here, if this was the case, partner leads the ace of diamonds, and dummy has a singleton diamond. What diamond would we play here with hearts as trump?
The 3.
Low.
Partner leads the ace of
You don't
diamonds.
want them to.
Thank you.
There's a singleton diamond up here. So we're going to pick one of these diamonds to follow suit with.
Um,
Who led the ace of diamonds?
Our partner did. This is trick one
Okay, and that
against a heart
X
contract.
is dummy.
Dummy, all we can see in dummy right now is that they had a singleton diamond.
and are we in no trump?
No, it's hearts. Hearts is the
Oh,
trump.
sorry. Okay.
And that's the
So,
point, is that when we're in a
No,
suit
we don't
contract
want
and
them to
dummy has
lead
a
it back.
singleton, what's
So
that?
you want them to lead a club, so you lead low.
That's right. We play low diamond, saying, I know you're going to switch to either a spade or a club, and I'm telling you I want you to switch to clubs.
Mhm.
Because you're not going to lead your king of diamonds because they'll just rough it. And you're
Yeah.
not going to lead trump and help declare a draw trump. So you're going to switch between one of the 2 remaining suits.
Okay, I think I might comprehend this one.
Good. A lot of people have trouble with this one.
yeah. Be hard.
And let me go back to this one here. It's the same setup here. The ace of diamonds was led by partner. Hearts is trump. And dummy has a singleton diamond. And so we know that partner's not going to continue playing diamonds because it'll get trumped. And they're
And you
not going to
want
want
to
to play
hire, so
hearts.
you play 10.
So they're either going to switch to a spade or a club. And we're going to play our 10 of diamonds, saying we would prefer you switch to a spade.
Okay.
And this is sort of like that Bob Hammond thing. It's like, I'm going to give you the signal that you need at the time. I can tell you're going to need to switch suits, so I'm going to tell you which suit I want you to switch to with my signal.
Mhm.
That's kind of the idea there.
Yeah.
So another time is if you're going to give partner a ruff. If partner leads what you think is a singleton and you win the ace and you're going to lead it back for them to ruff, again, you know, if they can ruff the suit you're leading, they're going to have to switch suits afterwards, right? Because they're out of the suit that you just led. And so we can give a suit preference signal on the card we lead for them to ruff. We play a high spot card says, I want you to return the higher side suit. A low spot card says, I want you to return the lower one. So here, partner leads what looks like a singleton club against declares contract of 4 hearts. After you win your ace of clubs, which club do you lead back for partner to ruff? So with this hand here, nope, I'm trying to be sly here. Hand 1, partner leads their singleton club against a contract of 4 hearts. We're going to lead a club back for them to ruff, and we'd like for them to come back with a spade, and we can give them another club to ruff, and that would set the contract. So after we win the ace of clubs, what club should we lead back for them for the ruff?
10.
The 10.
The 10. And so they know we're giving them a suit preference signal because we know they're going to have to switch suits after they ruff. And on board 2, what club do we want to lead back after we win the ace of clubs?
2.
We want to lead the 2 of clubs for them to ruff, telling them to come back with a diamond, and we'll win the ace of diamonds and then give them a second ruff. And on hand 3, what do we want them to come back in? There is no coming back. So we can send them a middle club that says we don't have a preference. There's no way back. Okay. And these are all pretty standard suit preference signals. These are a commonplace way to do this. Anyhow, I've got to run.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, Rick.
That was
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank
Sure
you
thing.
very
We'll see you
much.
guys.
I think this needs like 10 times repetition, please.
I agree with you. The stuff I have on the Bridge Classroom site has standard signals practice that you can do, which I encourage you to try that because that will give you a lot of repetition.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.